Hello Manchester High School, and welcome to the very first edition of The Pulse for the 2016-2017 school year.
Yes, thank you for joining us. It is great to be back. I'm Tiana Rawlings.
And I'm Kaylee Fetchler.
Today on The Pulse, we will highlight some new additions to the MHS school day.
We'll also check in to see how freshmen are adjusting to the new Manchester High School environment.
And later on, we'll get an inside look on how some MHS students are finding their zen.
All of this and much more coming up on
The Pulse.
With many new improvements coming to Manchester High School, one stands out. September 23rd marked the first MHS home football game on the new turf field. Vanessa Langer gives us an in-depth look at how the new developments affect the fan experience.
After several months of renovation, the MHS Memorial Field is finally ready for some action. These renovations add a new level of excitement, not only for the athletes, but for fans as well.
I go to a lot of games. I've been to all the games last year, and I think the new field it brightens up the experience and makes it more fun because the turf is awesome.
The new field also adds a different level of competitions for our athletes.
Affects soccer games because the ball rolls faster, it moves quicker, picks up the speed of play, and it also affects the way that we have to play. Gives us a little bit more advantages. We kind of know how the ball is going to roll. It's not going to take any weird bounces, but at the same time, it makes us have to play a little bit more direct. We have to play to each other's feet instead of into space.
From The Pulse, this has been Vanessa Langer reporting.
The new field renovations not only benefit MHS, but how the fans experience every game. The next home game is tonight against Southington.
Athletic developments are not only occurring outside on the field, but also in the MHS building. Kyle Maloney takes us to the gym, where students are now allowed to play pickup basketball during power hour.
For the last 2 years, these doors have been closed during power hour, but this year they are opened. Open Gym gives students the opportunity to be active and play basketball every Friday.
We talked about it over the summer as the administration team. It came about because we saw some of the success that would happen with the 3-on-3 basketball tournaments, and we wanted to turn that into kind of a weekly idea and see if we can get that off the ground.
Currently, students are constantly flowing through the hallways during power hour. Another purpose of the open gym is to spread out the students even more.
We're always on them about going to see their teachers, so we wanted to give them an outlet if they were going to see their teachers and doing what they're supposed to do.
But not just anyone can join in on the fun. You need to get a form sent out by Mr. DiDomenzio. Once signed, administrators will review your present grades and even disciplinary records to see if you are fit to use the program. So students, if you want to get involved in the open gym program, make sure to keep your grades up and be on your best behavior. From The Pulse, this has been Kyle Maloney reporting.
Students who wish to participate in open gym during power hour need to keep their grades up and have no disciplinary issues.
This year, The Pulse will be introducing a new segment, the Miles Hurley Show. Miles will be involving MHS students, teachers, and faculty members in various entertaining activities throughout the school year. This week, he had the chance to conduct a get-to-know-you interview with Manchester's very own Principal Krieger.
Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. Welcome to the first edition of the Miles Hurley Show. This week, we're going to be interviewing the queen herself, Mrs. Krieger. Without further ado, let's get right to it. Well, Miss Krieger, welcome to the first edition of the Miles Hurley Show. Today we're going to be doing a little getting to know you segment because I know a lot of the MHS student body has a lot of really interesting questions and some stuff that they want to know about you. So I'm going to ask you some questions, some open-ended ones to start, and then we're going to move into a little bit of a speed round just so we really get to know, what goes through the mind of our great principal.
Thank you. Okay. Excited to be here.
So how are you enjoying your first year here at MHS? Is it hard adjusting? How is it?
Miles, you do know this isn't my first year, right?
Wow, what a woman. So, who is your spirit animal, as they say?
I don't really know what a spirit animal is.
A spirit animal is kind of like someone who just, you look at them and you say, wow. It's someone who you look at them and you think, they really are the reason why I get up in the morning. Who is that person to you?
Okay, so I would say that would be my kids. I have 3 kids, they're all in their 20s now, and it's been really fun to see them kind of become their own people and do good things in this world.
So, if you could add anything to the school, you don't have to worry about budget, you don't have to worry about laws, you don't have to worry about any kind of zoning conflicts or anything like that. You could add one thing to the school. What would it be?
I think this courtyard could be really developed into a really high-end...
Like a casino?
No,
Okay.
no, not a casino. Maybe like a water park?
Yes.
Water park.
Yeah.
And I would like a door right from my office out there.
Like a pool and you could slide into it.
A slide.
Into it.
That would be pretty.
That's
Yeah.
great.
That'd
I
be
love
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Do you prefer cobblestone or dirt roads?
Cobblestone.
Crayola or rose art?
Crayola.
Nike or Adidas?
New Balance.
Fluorescent or natural lighting?
Natural.
Turtlenecks or V-necks?
V-necks.
Slytherin or Gryffindor?
I don't know what that is.
Harry Potter, the houses, Harry. All right, we'll have to watch those movies together later. UPS or FedEx?
UPS.
Okay, MHS or East Catholic?
MHS.
Miles Hurley Award of Excellence or the Nobel Peace Prize?
Miles Hurley World of Excellence.
Well, thank you so much, Ms. Krieger, for allowing me to interview. It really was an honor.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure to be here.
Well, you did excellent. And that's all we have for you this week. Until next time, take care.
Thank you, Miles. We are all looking forward to seeing what you have in store for the rest of the year.
We all were freshmen at one point, and that sometimes it can be intimidating, but MHS has welcomed the class of 2020 with open arms. Dylan Kenny checks in with the MHS freshmen to see how they are adjusting to the Manchester High School community.
As the freshman class have come to Manchester High School, they are faced with the task of transitioning into the high school environment. With this year flying by, the freshman class are becoming more acclimated to the high school.
I adjusted pretty well, actually, especially with the environment. Like, even with this power being new to me last year, it was definitely a big step and a big change, but I adjusted fairly well.
I thought high school would be more strict, and I thought I would be in the same class all day sitting.
Teachers are a big part of making this transition. Some students find that teachers make it easier to make this conversion into high school.
My teachers helped me adjust to the Manchester environment to let me know that they're available in Power Hour to finish my work and hand in all my stuff, and they help me know when everything's on time.
We can't wait to see all the achievements that the class of 2020 will reach. From the Pulse, this has been Dylan Kennedy reporting.
We wish the class of 2020 the best of luck this school year.
As the pace of the school year begins to pick up, so do student stress levels. Some MHS teachers are aware of this problem and are practicing a way to help reduce the weight on students' shoulders. Laura and Diana shows us how students and staff are finding their peace.
Close your eyes. Breathe in, breathe out. MHS has surrounded our students with the practice of meditation. This consists of a moment of reflection where students can relax while being guided through a quiet concentration.
Meditation has helped me focus and concentrate, and I am so thankful that Mr. Pfeiffer introduced me to it.
Many teachers believe losing 10 minutes of class time has a detrimental effect on the curriculum covered.
The 5 minutes of letting them just get centered and chill and get ready to learn and focused, I was able to actually cover more material last year than I had in a year prior. And that was in all of my classes.
Studies have shown that stress has a negative impact on the teenage brain.
It's especially unhealthy for teenagers because your brain and your body are still adapting to the chemicals that you release. So if the chemicals that you release are just stress and anxiety all the time, then that's what your body is teaching itself is your normal.
With meditation, MHS can become a peaceful community. From the Pulse, this has been Laura and Diana reporting. Don't forget to stop and breathe, Manchester.
Students that wish to practice meditation can work with Miss Lister in room 224 every Thursday during Power Hour.
While some students find peace through meditation, others find it in music. The MHS Marching Band has already had daily practices since August 22nd this school year. Jake Boldick takes us to see how the hard work is paying off.
The marching band has been one of the most successful groups at MHS in recent years, including performing at the Big East Showcase and coming in first at the state marching band competition in 2012. Mr. Berry has been teaching the marching band for over 10 years and is very happy with the way his band has been performing.
They often break it up into best marching, best music, best color guard, best percussion, first place, second place, third place, and over our history we have won probably every award you can win in our competition circuit.
Senior Evan Reyes is the high brass section leader, and it is his last year in the marching band.
I believe what's exciting about the marching band is the connectivity between people, especially during competitions where we go to different schools. It's very great to meet different schools who do the same thing, marching, and have the same common passion.
Jasenia Cuevas is a first-year marching band member and really enjoys being part of the drum line.
It is very stressful because I have to learn marching, learning the music. I play 2 other instruments, but it's all good at the end because it's actually really fun.
The marching band has definitely left their mark here at MHS with a ton of effort and success. From The Pulse, this has been Jake Bolduc reporting.
The halftime show this year features Broadway hit Phantom of the Opera. This theme can not only be heard during halftime, but during classes as well. Members of the band traveled to Broadway on Saturday, September 24th, and met with members of the cast, including the Phantom himself, James Barber.
Members of the band were privileged with visitor Bill Whitaker, a member of the show's pit orchestra. Whitaker traveled to MHS and worked with performing arts students on the different musical scores.
Morning announcements are back and taking on a new form in the Red Report. Airing from TV Studio in Room 175, this program is directed by Kaylee Feshler and Lynn Hurley. Adam Diebel gives us the inside look on the program's new beginnings.
Cue anchors in 5, 4, 3, 2.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11:07, be there and be ready to watch the new MHS Morning Announcements program. The Red Report, run by a Period 5 studio production class and communications teacher, Mr. Larson, is the new go-to for student updates. The students that create the program are already putting in their hard work and dedication to create an enjoyable way for MHS to get the news that they need.
It's way more hands-on than any class you've probably ever taken in your high school career. And it's very interactive, and you get to meet new people and bond over coming up with a story or creating a good shoot.
Day by day, students spend hours filming, editing, and reporting.
This has been Collins Order reporting.
To develop the Red Report.
The Red Report. Be sure to catch it here every Tuesday and Thursday at 11:07. From The Pulse, this has been Adam Diebel reporting.
We are all excited for the Red Report. Make sure to tune in on Tuesdays and Thursdays right before Power Hour. If you have any announcements that you would like to add to the program, please go to www.mhstelevision.com and click on the Red Report. There you will find a tab for submitting announcements.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Manchester.
If you have any ideas for stories that we might have missed, email Mr. Larson at b11elars@mpspride.org or stop by the communications suite.
And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at MHSRedProd. I'm Tiana Rawlings.
And I'm Kaylee Feshler. And this has been
The Pulse.